Alright everybody, welcome back to the LP. This is Dreamship as normal, and today we are off to save some survivors and kill some psychopaths. We currently do have a story mission where we are supposed to go down to an underground tunnel and figure out what the hell's going down there with all those weird looking people with guns and such, but we are not going to do that quite yet. We have Barn Burner, check the role model, which we're doing right now, and a few later that we're going to pick up along the way. We check the role model. Like I said before, people still think that he's the one who set the zombie free, so keep that in mind. The weapon we have right now is something of a supersonic cannon. It is kind of one of those gimmick weapons. It looks like it might be useful, but as you'll see in a few minutes, isn't really that great. It gives you a lot of PP for normal. It's about the same as a looter, 500 PP, but it's not that great. Okay, so this weapon is called the air horn, and look how short the range is on this. Very short, and it burns down really quickly. We're already at 86%, as you can see in the top right. It gives you good PP, 500 each, and it does kill them fairly quickly, but it locks on to the first zombie in front of you. So you have 3 zombies, it'll slowly sort of fishtail back and forth as they each get closer to you, and you end up killing none of them. So it's a gimmick weapon, like many of the weapons in this game. The spiked bat, the sledgehammer attached to the axe, these are all weapons that you can rely on and you bring with you to actual battles. The air horn is one of those ones where if you're in the maintenance room anyways and you happen to have those materials around, you may as well make it. But as far as going out of your way to make it, unless you're going for an achievement, you don't want it. It's a lot like the crowd weapons, like the Molotov or the propane tank with all the spikes in it. It's one use, not very practical. Now we're going to actually show another one of these, the lizard mask. The fireworks in the mask attract the zombies, so they all gather around that single zombie. It doesn't actually do any damage to the zombies, I believe. It doesn't explode at the end, it just attracts them, so oh well. It's kind of a cool effect though. Here we just have more spray paint and fireworks. There's a lot of these stores where there's really nothing in them, just one thing repeatedly, or some god-awful, gaudy clothing. So there's another pylon. And they do give you a chance to make these situational weapons pretty easily, because it's not going to be exploitable, because they're not really that useful. So, especially in a game where you can jump on top of a pillar and find a heavy machine gun, what are you going to do? Okay, now it's time to fight Chuck the role model, and he's a pain in the ass because he's a psychopath, and they all are. The Zombrex poster. The women's bathroom's under construction, there's nothing in there really.
The movement is growing. Soon, we'll all be part of the change. Hey, buddy. You okay? My life has meaning again. At first, I didn't understand what the two of you were up to. What are you talking about? Letting the zombies free. Kira didn't have anything to do with that, and neither did I. First, it was horrible. The zombies, the zombies we've been trying to save. Killing people. Eating people. But then I saw how brilliant the plan is. It's the best way to end the oppression. It's so radical. It's beautiful.
And here we have it. This is Brandon Whittaker. And he's very fast and has some kind of bullshit mechanics, as we'll see soon. You can't just charge into him because he'll slice you up, and yeah. There is a way to do it, but I'm going to show you some of the ways not to do it first, and in the process burn through my entire stash of health items and weapons because I'm such a good LP'er. He does this thing where he jumps into these stalls, and he'll hide behind these things if he doesn't hit you. So the best thing to do when he's in the stall is to wait near the end if you're not going to do... I think we did that. Now watch here, you can see his feet down in the bottom left. It's the one that's not covered by the wall. Now he's on the other side. He didn't move, he just teleported. So you can't really rely on watching him to find where he's going to jump out. You can't get behind him because he'll just turn around and cut you with his piece of glass, which apparently is about adamantium. And you can't sneak up on him because he knows where you are. Also, there's that lunging attack that if he hits you, doesn't really have very much cooldown time, so you have to get a quick attack in or hit him with something heavy. So this battle is yet another pain in the ass. Especially if you don't have any weapons with you, or you burn them quickly. There's a few things lying around. The good thing is that there is the maintenance room nearby. There are some decent weapons you can fairly easily get, if you know where to look. And there's the restaurant, which is just chock full of healing items. So you can stop and come back once you get more items. But, you know, that just wastes time. Can't open the doors either. And now we're practically dead. So we're going to use our painkiller. Full heal. Plus you can see in the bottom right it says painkiller. That means we're going to take less damage from his attacks now. So we'll pretty much take all this damage only to lose one block of health. So anyway, the way to beat him that's actually reliable is just to run past the things until he jumps out, then just whack him a few times. He does sort of the animation of jutting around when he jumps out immediately, so as long as you turn around and hit him as soon as he jumps out, you can reliably kill him. It's, once again, one of those things where you just sort of have to deal with the mechanics of the game in a weird way. And now he's dead. Well, damaged at least. And just goes to show you, those Cure guys are complete hypocrites. When it comes down to it, they don't want to die for the cause.
Awesome.
It is kind of funny. Like I've said before, Cure is representing they're the guys who want to save the zombies, remember? They are the good guys in this game. People who want to save these flesh-eating, necrotic monsters. Which, I guess if your dad or whatever turned into a zombie, I can understand wanting to. But this guy who we just came across wants to save the zombies by releasing them and having them turn into more zombies. Kind of the same idea as the necromorphs in Dead Space. So many dead, blank zombie games. And even in the news sense, it doesn't make any sense because the news stations thinks that Chuck was a part of Cure, which is why he released zombies. But why would it help them to release the zombies and kill everyone? That's going to help fight for zombie rights? I mean, yes, I guess they could push towards finding a cure, but right now they're not trying to. They just kill them all. So, doesn't make any sense. Then again, like I said, this is a video game. It doesn't have to make sense. Especially one about zombies. So I just saw these boxing gloves. I know what they can do with those. Bowie knives and boxing gloves makes them for some pretty nice toys. I will give credit to the combo system. They do give you what you need, generally speaking. You don't need to run all across the nation trying to find all the items you need to put things together. Now we have the knife gloves. They're pretty powerful. They do a single downward attack that can cut things up. Vicky is a pain in the ass. She isn't like a lot of the other survivors for some reason. I don't know if she's just slower or what, but she gets caught up all the time, despite the fact I gave her a freaking broadsword. She never uses it to free herself or kill anyone. So I'll be spending the next 20 minutes just trying to free her from all these zombies. Kind of annoying, Vicky. I saved you from this crazy psychopath who gave me no sense of trouble when I first fought him because I kept dying because he's a jerk. And she gets caught again. What the hell? So, we are going to go do barn burner now. These are people who are currently trapped inside a dressing room that's on fire and have been for the last 3 hours or so. They'll be okay though, it's no big deal, you know. Just fire, after all. At least it's not zombies.
Stick close. Stick to me.
I will give credit, I do have some issues with running this game on my computer. It's not really exactly the highest of end, but I mean, it's alright, I guess. But it's pretty good technical achievement to be able to render so many zombies at once, even though it drops my frame rate to 18. It's not bad. TNs are everywhere. If you recognize this earlier, this is where we actually came out when we were carrying Katie to safety. This is the arena where we fought the zombies in. There's the green room right there, and we're going to go back. I'm not really sure where these people came from. I guess they were hiding somewhere. Oh look, there's another item we will never use.
Well, all right.
So, I wasn't sure if there was a fire extinguisher in here. There isn't, it's over on the wall, but here's me being bad at games again. I love these guys, they are so southern, it's hilarious. Why'd you bring that fire extinguisher? Hide in Hill's basement here. Oh god, that's southern. So yes, bandana tied around the face on the woman, mohawk on the man. It is true redneck up in here. I can't really see anything wrong with their logic, you know. Fire keeps out zombies. As long as the zombies don't get to them, it doesn't matter, right? It's fine. So we're just gonna give them the weapons. Oh, code blue. It is convenient. We got code blue and once bitten at the same time. Code blue, you save a paramedic and he gives you Zombrex. Once bitten, you have to give someone Zombrex. It works out in the end. Typically, if you don't have Zombrex like we did get before because it's hidden, you have to make a choice. Are you going to save that Zombrex for Katie, or are you going to go save that guy with once bitten? Typically, you just save the guy, because Katie doesn't need Zombrex. She needs it soon, but not immediately. So, I mean, right now we have 62,900. I think that's probably enough to buy Zombrex for the rest of the game. But there are several situations in which you need it. So, we'll see. I did actually look it up because I'm a cheater, and you do need to give the guy Zombrex twice, which makes more sense than I had thought originally, because if you don't give him Zombrex every day like you do Katie, then he'll die, you know, turn into a zombie inside the safe house, which would sort of piss off Sullivan. So it does make sense for you to have to give it to him twice, although you're obviously going to save Katie for him, so if you don't know where it is, then he just gets to eat shit. this game has so much running in it. Just running, running, running. There's a diner on the right. There's really nothing into it. It's just food. A lot of empty buildings just to flush out the scenery. We do have the code blue is on the main strip. Following the arrow on top, it kind of gets sort of wiggly wobbly because it's following one straight line. So it'll tell you to go immediately left, but it's not really left. It's just to try and get you back on the line. On the left there's the hamster ball. You can spin around in it, and if you spin it enough, it'll break off, and you can roll around in it. It's kind of expensive, so we'll see about that later. But right now we have a maintenance room. Is there anything in here? Green spray. Oh, great! We'll make another one of those things. Fire extinguisher and a pylon. Well, we can make another air horn, but apparently not really anything other than that. However, we do have a lawnmower. Got the word for a moment. It's very slow, but it's very entertaining. Chop them all up. Very visceral. It's just wonderful. Kind of bad for blades, though. You might want to chop up the grass after that. But it's very slow, so we're going to leave it behind.
Stick with me.
Seems Vicky's doing better in a group, so maybe she just has performance anxiety. It certainly does give the effect of being in Vegas. All the flashy lights and all the different colors and just bleeding out your eyes with all the different neon lights. It's a nice design. I like it. It's kind of annoying to have to see it every day, but when you're immediately running from casino to casino, it's pretty boring because it's just stuff. Up here, where it's all the different stores, there's more variety. Now here, I originally thought, oh shit, I missed a guy. No, Tim Duggan is the guy on the floor right there. He dies as soon as you walk into the store. Sven is a good guy, he's a great paramedic, and he's trying to save him still, but he's dead, so you can't really do anything about it. Poor Sven. But we're gonna save him, because he's a good guy, and he can help people back in the safe house, and more importantly, he has our Zombrex. Oh, sorry guy. I mean, they're trying to, smash you in the face with the axe.
Don't fall behind. Move it.
Let's see, where are we going? We are going the wrong direction. We need to go down to the safe house, which is in the western part of the map.
Keep going. Keep it moving.
Come on. So, that will actually be a site of a psychopath battle later. It is kind of creepy and kind of awkward. It freaks me out. Got all of them together, I'm surprised. I decided to give the money game another try just because now that I knew what's going on, I was wondering how much money you get if you get all the way to the triple dollar signs. And I didn't make it, but still got a little bit of money on the side, I guess. All I did is waste time. Yeah. What if they actually have those in casinos? I'd play that.
Let's go.
And there used to be a game show like that, I believe. But yes,
Stick to me.
the men will grab you from the front. They'll grab you and try to bite your neck. Women will grab you and try to bite your crotch. That is a interesting design choice. Now here's me being an idiot again and forgetting that that doorway actually leads you into a different zone. Therefore you need to have everyone together. Tricky Lennon and Elrod got left behind. And I forgot my defiler too.
Sorry, Charlie.
Oh, don't give it to him. Pick up. There we go.
Keep close.
Sven, stop being useless. Come on. There we go. Let's go. There we go. Now the arrow actually tells us to go straight. We're going to go upstairs because the travel agency is upstairs, which is kind of annoying later. I'm trying to escort this guy out because he had a zombie bite and cannot walk. So we have to carry him. Well, we did offer him a shoulder because manly men do not carry other manly men. So we had to try to get him down these stairways without getting bitten, which isn't really as hard as you might think, but it's annoying. We just passed another one of the looter shops. Again, there's nothing really in there except if you want to buy the keys to that car that is over by the slot machines. And another Proto Man thing, just cardboard cutout. But the keys don't really do anything because, I mean, you're just running around hitting zombies, but you can't leave this area with it, so what's the point? Drop vodka. All these computer cases. We could make a hack if we wanted to, but we're not really going to because, you know, whatever. I should add that the hacker is not just a weapon. You can use it to hack into ATMs and slot machines to give you more money, twice as much. But you can only use it a handful of times, and when you can just leave the area and come back just as easily, then it's just sort of a waste of time. But if you're trying to go for completion and you want to make it, you're more than welcome to.
Follow me.
We probably will do that later in the after game screwing around section. Come on guys, don't get caught. No, you can't. I gave you all weapons because you can use them. This is sort of a weird design in this mall because it gets to this middle point and it goes off in two directions that look almost exactly the same. So you kind of have to check and make sure you're going in the right direction. We're going to rescue Jared and we are going to call it a day because our next step is to do the Ticket to Ride story mission, which will take something of a while, but it will open up a new pathway for us in the underground tunnels. They are not really fast travel because they're not really. You have to go down, to go around, you have to go up again, but it's faster than just trying to go through all the zombies because you can get in a car, maybe these little car things, and drive. However, it's not really it's not always faster because you can just run across the strip instead to get to the same destination. So rather than driving in a circle, you walk straight across. Vicky, don't be a hippie. The last hippie we had tried to kill people. That's not good. Not good at all. So we are going to go save and quit. I do want to show you the clothing locker. There's a locker in this bathroom here that will allow you to access your basic clothing at any time, plus any DLC clothing you get. We don't have any DLC clothing because it's expensive. I don't want to buy it. But you can access it there because you can't find it in the normal mall. Well, that's all. See you later next time.